Recently, there are about 13 terrorists were killed during the security forces operation at Nushki and Panjgur. How would you like to do the assessment on this operation?
The Balochistan region by the security forces has been divided into two regions. One is the north region, the other is the south region. And we have seen over the years, especially from the since last 6 or 7 years, south is a bit, calm. What is happening is we have seen over the years that instead of crushing them down or hunting them down, these terrorists which are existing in Balochistan, we have seen that they are rising and also augmenting their, stance over the years now. So I think it's a point of big concern for the whole country and especially for the policymakers, for the government, for the civil society, for the media, and for the every common Pakistani.
Nushki security forces in about 4 brave soldiers sacrificed their lives, including an officer, while reporting this attack. But this means that the counter-terrorist military operation will face.
I agree with you. And let me come up with the fact that actually it's a difficult kind of warfare. Just like Afghanistan, Balochistan is a very mountainous region. 50% of Balochistan carries mountains. They have a different plan, a different sophistication of weapons now. We have seen that now they have more sophistication in weaponry. They have adopted new warfare tactics and technologies, which make it further difficult for Pakistani forces to crush them down. But despite the fact, Pakistan security forces has achieved, a lot.
During the operation time, especially during intense fighting, our Pakistan intelligence agency had intercepted communication between terrorists and their handlers in Afghanistan and India.
Yes, it's a very pertinent question, Professor. For the insurgents, Baloch nationalists who had their hideouts inside Afghanistan. Afghanistan, I think it's not a safe haven, either to come back to Pakistan territory, either to find out their hideouts and their sanctuaries in Iran. So one view is that that after the Taliban take over, they are keeping a close eye on these insurgents and Baloch nationalists, and India has been directly, sponsoring or is creating franchised, terrorist insurgencies in Afghanistan because their aim is to go against the geo-economic policies of Pakistan, to go against the multi-billion project of CPAC, especially in the recent incidents that we have seen the Iranian involvement, which is another concern for the Pakistani security forces. And then there has to be a whole mechanism as to how to bring peace and prosperity in Balochistan, considering the fact that how our relations are carrying on with Iran, with Afghanistan, with India for that matter.
Baloch Liberation Army has announced the completion of its operation in Nushki, while operation in Panjgur was still underway. The operation of the BLA Majid Brigade at the Nushki FT headquarters has successfully been completed. What do you think about that?
I think it's very important to express my opinion on this fact. Yes, it's a matter of fact that Iran is not a threat to CPAC because, as Iran, we have seen over the years, then Iran has been supporting the cause of CPAC. China is a good friend to Iran, and China has brotherly relations with Pakistan. If we, both four countries, China, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran, if we joined our heads together, I think we would be able to wriggle out from these different dynamics. They are actually these kind of terrorists are mentored, they are being brainwashed first, they are being financed, they are being supported over the years, and then they become a terrorist where they are ready to lay down their lives, where they are ready to give up their lives. But here in this case, we have seen that without having given any shelter to them, without any financial support, without any mentorship, without any sponsorship, because why these young lot from different parts of Pakistan who are even studying in the prestigious universities of Pakistan, why they are joining? So I think a lot of introspection is needed on part of Pakistan.
Recently, you know that it's the United Baloch Army and Balochistan Republic Army. They merged together with the new name as something like BNA, Balochistan Nationalist Army. So there's more and more merging with SRA, with the Sindhi Revolution Army, and even sometimes have a certain kind of light cooperation with the TTP to sabotage your counter-terrorist operation. Would you please just do some assessment?
Pakistani government has tried to actually deal with these issues over the years by multiple ways, for example, like political ways as well, by the force which they are using, and by dialogue as well, but nothing has worked. So the solution for us Pakistanis, the solution for the Chinese investment is that somehow with the passage of time, we need to improve the socio-economic development. China has the example of Xinjiang. I think the same model can be adopted for Balochistan.
I think that within the joint statement between the People's Republic of China and the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, both Pakistan and China highlighted the significance of Gwadar. According to the 1+4 layout, two sides, they agreed to build a high-quality livelihood project for the socio-economic development of Gwadar city and its residents. So please talk something more about the future.
I think I have remained part of the CPEC project for quite some time, and being director of media and communication, I think my job was to project the different projects of CPEC and bring the reality in front of the people. Gwadar is basically the linchpin of the whole CPEC. It's the nucleus of the whole CPEC. It's a geo-economic project which will bring a better livelihood to the people of Balochistan and to the people of whole Pakistan. And see, this world needs more connectivity. South Asian region is still the most least connected part of the world. So because of Gwadar, it will bring connectivity, the regional connectivity, the whole Central Asia, including Russia, including the other countries, they will be connected because of Gwadar.